Well, happy Thursday, everybody. And it's good to be back at Let Me Encourage You Thursday. Been gone a couple of weeks, and I want to say a big thank you to Starla and to Corey, who did a great job in kind of giving you all things Crossroads Church, but also giving us an encouraging word. So I'm so appreciative of our great team of people who work so hard, so diligently. I'm so appreciative of them. I love them. I know you do as well. So thanks for taking a few minutes on your Thursday to just kind of learn about what's going on at Crossroads Church here in Temecula. Well, a couple of things right on this coming weekend. It's Kids in the Park, and that's going to be a great day at Harveston Park, 3:30 on Sunday afternoon. And Pastor Corey is going to be talking more about that. You should be getting something, probably an email invite or a social media invite. It's on the website, so check that out. And parents, get your children there. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful day. Also, baptism is the 20th of September at 1 p.m. at Oceanside Harbor. If you have not signed up to be baptized, let us know. Don't miss this opportunity. It's just something so special. And really, it is our first step of obedience when we come to faith in Christ is to be baptized. And I cannot think of a better time to do it than during this 2020 season. You'll never forget 2020, and for sure, you'll never forget the opportunity that you have to just make your profession of faith public as the 20th of September. So do this right now. You can email us at office@gotocrossroads.com and just say, I want to be baptized. And we'll make sure that you are connected, and we'll give you all the information you need for that very special day. One more thing, 27th of September, the last Sunday of this month, we're having an outdoor service. Once again, we're going to be doing this for a period, for however long we need to do it. But on the fourth Sunday of September, the 27th, we're having an outdoor service at 9 a.m. Don't miss it. Now, if you're not ready to come back into a live environment, that's fine. We'll be online both on Facebook and on YouTube. And make sure that if you haven't subscribed or you don't follow us on Facebook, that you do so and you subscribe to our YouTube channel. This way you always get notifications when we go live with a video. Well, I'm excited about all of the things that God has been putting on our hearts as of late. And if you were at the vision message on the 23rd of August, you heard me talk about some of the initiatives that we're really pushing and leaning into in this coming 12 months. And so for the next few weeks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight some of them on Sundays, but I'm going to highlight them at this particular moment on Thursdays. Today I want to talk about life groups. Life groups are something that are so vital to the health and the well-being of us as individual followers of Christ, but also as a church. And it's even more valuable now that we're not able to meet in person as often as we once were, and what we have become very accustomed to over the years, in fact, over the decades and even over the centuries. But it doesn't mean that the church can't meet. And I believe, and here's what I shared, I would love to see, and I'm believing God to help us, to see 100 locations of Crossroads Church around the Temecula-Murrieta Valley. And you say, well, how is that possible? It's possible because of life groups. So would you consider opening your home as a host home and meet outdoors? I'm not suggesting meeting indoors. I'm suggesting meeting outdoors. Meet in your driveway. Maybe you've got a cul-de-sac. You can just set up in the cul-de-sac and invite your neighbors to be a part. Maybe it's in the backyard. Wherever it is, consider being a host home. And those of you who are leading life groups, blessings to you. Continue to be diligent as you reach into those families that you're connected with and encourage them to be a part of a life group. You say, well, Gary, is there precedent for this? Well, actually there is. If you go to Acts chapter 16, there's a story here where the Apostle Paul has let me just read it to you. It's easier to do it that way. Just read it to you. Acts chapter 16, and it's Paul being in a town called Philippi. Here's what we read. From Troas, we put out to sea and sailed straight for Samothrace, and the next day on to Neapolis. From there, we traveled to Philippi, a Roman colony, the leading city of that district of Macedonia, and we stayed there several days. Now listen to this. On the Sabbath, we went outside the city gate to the river, where we expected to find a place of prayer. We sat down and began to speak to the women who had gathered there. One of those listening was a woman named Lydia, a dealer in purple cloth from the city of Thyatira, who was a worshiper of God. And the Lord opened her heart to respond to Paul's message. When she and the members of her household, listen to this, were baptized, she invited us to her home. If you consider me a believer in the Lord, she said, come and stay at my house. And she persuaded us. So there's really two different things that happen here. Paul goes out to the river, and what does he find? He finds a group of ladies, a place of prayer, and they just have a life group together. He shares the good news of Jesus. Lydia comes to faith. She invites them to her home. And I would suggest, if you read the book of Philippians, it appears as if, not 100% sure, but it appears as if that the church in Philippi was located in her house, not in a building, in her house. So I believe that the church is more than 26090 Inez Road in Temecula. That's our building, that's our facility, but the church is you. The church is us. The church is people. Wherever we gather, the church has gathered. Be a part of a life group. If you haven't signed up, if you're not a part, be a part. If you want to lead a life group, let Starla know. You can email her at starla@gotocrossroads.com. In fact, just tell her, I want to be a part of a life group. I want to be a host home. I'm ready to lead a life group, whatever it might be. This is a great way for the church to be the church in each of our neighborhoods. Well, be encouraged today, and let's continue to meet as the church all around the Temecula Valley, Murrieta, Menifee, Wildemar, Lake Elsinore, wherever you might be. Let's believe for God to use us as the church in various locations. How about 100 of those? Well, till I see you on Sunday, an online service at 9 a.m., be encouraged. Blessings to you. I don't think I'm going to do it again. It's a little longer.